What's good, guys? What's good? Welcome to Raccoon TV. I'm an old Skrill. So basically, we're gonna react to videos of shoplifting. Ain't nothing crazy. I think shoplifting is one of the most downgrading, embarrassing, lowest of all low that you could ever do. To be honest, especially when you involve like your kids in it, or friends or family in it, and especially when people have you as as somebody who look up to, somebody would expect better from, to be honest. But so we gonna react to a few of these videos. So first one gonna be the Gatorade-man. Okay, let's get into this, guys.
This man looks like a regular shopper, coming in to pick up a few goods at his local convenience store. He's anything but regular. He opens up his blue bag and dives in. He fills his bag with chips, cakes, candy, and soda. And when he's done, he just walks out. This man has been serial thieving at the same convenience store for the better part of a year. He's there so much, they give him a nickname, Gatorade-man, for his penchant for the thirst-quenching sports drink.
Damn,
At least once a week, he waltzes in, grabs some snacks, then waltzes right back out.
Once a week?
Until one day, he walks in, fills up his bags, and as he's about to walk out again, the clerks lock the doors. He's trapped.
Damn. Yo, I guess they were like, you know what? That's it. We ain't gonna lose no more Gatorade. It's either you or us. So I guess the store clerk locked his ass in the store.
The clerk recognizes the man
I think he's crazy.
and presses a button that locks the door.
Yep.
He calls 911. But this thief is not going to wait for police to arrive. He kicks once, twice,
Bam.
still no luck. He pushes and pulls at the door. He takes a running jump and kicks some more.
Yo, this is what I'm saying, yo. Without that energy, you couldn't get a job, yo. Like, seriously. Without that energy, yo, kicking the door just to steal some candies and some sodas, yo. For real, you could have gone and get a job, man.
He puts the stolen drinks back
Now you want to put that stuff.
and drops the bag of poached goodies on the shelf.
Let me out! Let me out, man! Like I'm playing.
He grabs just one drink to help him in his quest.
Let me out!
Escape.
Man.
Finally, after a solid 5 minutes of kicks and flying jumps, the plexiglass comes off, and he crawls through. And he's off again. But in a surprising
Well, that guy's
twist,
crazy,
the
yeah.
store's owner, Dennis Alloy, finds an unconventional solution to
Oh, so
ending
he's
the
the one right
pilfer.
there, guys.
And here with us now is Dennis Alloy, the owner of that convenience store. Dennis, thank you so much for being here.
Hi, Gio. Thanks for having me.
The Gatorade-man was constantly targeting your store. What kind of
Gatorade,
impact did that
Yo,
leave
they got so
on
used to
you
him
and your
stealing shit, they
staff?
gave him a name.
Drives me crazy. It takes a toll. For my employees, I don't want them confronting him physically. It's just not worth any potential bad result. He comes at will and gets away with it at will. He would come in. Oftentimes it was a few days in a row that I wouldn't see him for a little while. Then it would be a lot. And these guys that work for me, they have some responsibility in the store, and they feel terrible when things like this happen. there needs to be some consequences on what happens. I'm not looking to throw someone in jail and ruin their lives, for what is considered petty theft.
The guy's still
but there needs to be
considering
some consequence.
Dennis, how did you decide to
The
put
owner's
an end to
still
this?
There was a local neighborhood guy. We were just discussing what issues I have as a businessman. And I talked about the crime and the shoplifting, and I showed a picture of Gatorade-man. And the guy there from the neighborhood's like, I know that guy. And he's like, I'm going to take care of this for you. And 2 days later, he texts me and says, I want to meet you, and I've got the guy here, so let's have a meeting.
How did that meeting go?
I was not happy about him at that point. He was a big problem. He was terrorizing my employees. He'd stolen from me multiple times. So I went in with kind of a angry mood, and we started talking. And again, I don't want to put people in jail for things like this and ruin them. But we talked, and he kind of explained to me, and he was sincere and apologetic. He talked about his drug problem and how he's been in rehab. I felt like he was trying to address that, and I think he understood that this had to end. And we kind of just shook hands.
Man, I apologize. I sincerely apologize. I apologize to Dennis. Y'all remember.
So see, the owner still consider them guys and even get him a job.
And I apologize.
He worked for me for a full day, probably 10 hours. He scrubbed my dispensers and cleaned up the parking lot. I saw him on the cameras as I was sitting in my office just to make sure he was doing what he had to do. And actually, I wish my employees could do as good a job as he did. So after the conversation, I hadn't seen him for several weeks. One night, I got a phone call from an employee saying, hey, he's back. And I'm like, no way. But since that one relapse, I have not seen him in the store since. But the bottom line, it just had to stop, and I think overall, it worked out.
So, I guess the Gatorade-man was trying to open his own store, right? Man, that was so crazy. Yo, he got some crazy people there, man. I mean, we never know. He probably got it. He probably going through some stuff, but that don't mean you get the right to go take people's stuff. And I mean, if you had went there and say, you know what, you need a job because it's rough, or you don't have any money to feed his family or what. But you never know, guys. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. All right.